Hi beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Yesterday I uploaded a 2-minute video asking you guys if you had any questions, because I've wanted to film a Q&A for so long, but every time I've asked over social media or I've asked in any other videos, I've never really had any sent in. But I thought doing a separate video might kind of engage people a little bit more, and it was worth a try. I didn't expect to get sent in as many questions as I have done. I've been sent in a lot of questions, so thank you to everyone who sent in questions. I am going to read through them all and try and answer them the best I can. I have a lot of questions, so get comfy because this is going to be a very long, chatty Q&A, so get comfy, get cozy, get some snacks, get some drinks and enjoy the video. So the first question comes in from a YouTube channel called Coast to Course, and he asks, if a park had to close out of these three, what would it be? Number 1, Blackpool Pleasure Beach, number 2, Portons Park, or number 3, Alton Towers? Now this is really difficult. Thank you for your question. This is such a difficult question because I love all of those three theme parks. Definitely not Blackpool Pleasure Beach. I could never ever close down Blackpool Pleasure Beach at all. But again, I feel the same with Portons Park and Alton Towers. I don't want any of them to close down. I think I would, oh god, I don't know. If 13 and Octonauts could move from Alton Towers to Blackpool Pleasure Beach, I would, I don't know, I don't want to say this, but I think I would have to close down Alton Towers. But then it's oh, people love Alton Towers more than they do Portons Park, so I don't know, that's a really difficult question. But if all of the rides at Alton Towers had to move to a different park, then I would probably close down Alton Towers. And I'm sorry if I offended you there, but that's just my opinion. I don't want Alton Towers to close at all. I love Alton Towers, but if I had to choose out of those three, I would probably choose Alton Towers. The next question comes in from Hannah Devonald. I'm really bad at pronouncing names, but this question comes in from Hannah, and oh, she has 3 questions. Okay, so the first question is, what hobbies do you have other than theme parks? I have a lot more hobbies than just theme parks. I love dancing. I've been dancing for over 12 years, which is insane. So I love dancing. I love doing workouts and exercise. I love baking. I love makeup. I love shopping. What else do I love? I love midway attractions like Madame Tussauds and Sea Life. Yeah, I don't know, just fun little things. I love Christmas, cannot wait for Christmas. Yeah, I love quite a lot of other things more than just theme parks. And the second question is, what job do you want when you're older? I actually don't know. I don't know what I want to do when I'm older, and I feel that's really bad, because obviously with me only being 17, well I'm 16 now, but by the time this goes up I would have been 17. I have to go to college for an extra year, so it's I don't know what I want to do. I've applied for a childcare course and I think I've got on it anyway, or they sent me an email saying that I've got onto the course. So I am doing childcare, but it's not really what I want to do. I'm just doing it because I don't know what else to do. I've tried to look for apprenticeships, can't find any. I've tried to look for jobs, but then I have to do maths and English as well, so it's really difficult. I really want to be a ride host, but there isn't any theme parks near me. I guess the closest theme park to me is half an hour away, and that is Gulliver's Kingdom in Matlock Bath, and I can't drive yet and I can't afford to take driving lessons and stuff, so obviously it'd be really difficult to get out to somewhere like Gulliver's Kingdom or Alton Towers. But I do really want to be a ride host. I've never said this before, but I would actually love to be a YouTuber. I love making videos and I would love to make videos as like my job, but I'm not doing YouTube for like the money, so I don't want to say to people, oh yeah, I want to be a YouTuber, hence why I'm doing YouTube. I'm not, because I do love doing YouTube, and YouTube is actually one of my hobbies. Like, I love filming videos. So yeah, I don't really know what I want to be, and I feel like that's really, really bad, especially with me being 17, but I do really want to be a ride host. And third question is your top 5 makeup pieces. Now, I found this question so hard. I'm just going to go through these super quickly. The first one would have to be L'Oreal Infallible Foundation. I love this so much. It's such a good foundation, especially from the drugstore. My next one would have to be MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. This is a highlighter in Soft and Gentle, and this is gorgeous. Like, look at that, it's so pretty. This is probably like my favourite makeup product ever. My third definitely has to be my favourite eyeshadow palette. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, and this literally smells like chocolate. It's actually insane. Look at those colours, it's so pretty. I love this. Oh god, it smells like chocolate. My fourth one would definitely have to be my Morphe eyeshadow palette. I love this. I feel like the value for money is insane with this palette, because you get so many colours, and especially for autumn, this is the most incredible palette ever. And copper and rose golds are my favourite colour, and as you can see, there are a lot of coppers and rose golds in this palette. And then my fifth one would probably have to be the Maybelline Brow Drama. This is just a brow gel, and this keeps your brows in place all day long. This is incredible. It adds volume, it adds colour, and I'm actually wearing it today. So yeah, this is such a good brow gel. So thank you for your questions, Hannah. Leo asks, what do you carry in your bag when you go to a theme park? I was about to say hashtag, in brackets, like inside the park. 2 kisses. Oh, I send you 2 kisses back. I just carry like my normal handbag with me, and in my handbag I have like my phone, my purse, my camera, my tripod for my camera. I think that's about it really. Sometimes, depending on the weather, I take a spare like t-shirt with me, or I take spare clothes with me in case I go on a water ride and I want to change my clothes, or it gets like too hot and I want to change into something cooler, vice versa. I also take some makeup wipes with me because they come in handy so much, it's actually unreal. I take body spray with me because I'm very hot-blooded, so I get hot quite a lot. I think that's about it really. Just the general sort of crap that's in my handbag I'd take with me, but I think the best things to take to a theme park is definitely your phone, your purse, a camera if you have one, and if you're into makeup, then makeup wipes. The next question comes in from Theme Park Kieran, and he says, isn't it true Arsenal is the best football in England? I think he was meant to say football team. I don't know, I don't like football, I don't support anyone, so I can't really answer that, but if that's your opinion, then great. Okay, I have a few questions from Coaster Stuff. The first one being, do you think you'll visit Thorpe Park in the future? I don't know. I do really want to, because it looks like an incredible theme park and everybody just raves about it. So I do really want to visit Thorpe Park in the future, but I don't think I'll be visiting anytime soon, just because it is so expensive, and I'm not like dying to get out to Thorpe Park, but hopefully like next year or possibly the year after that I will hopefully go to Thorpe Park. The second question is, if Blackpool Pleasure Beach removed the big one, sad face, what would you choose to replace it? I wouldn't like anything to replace the big one. I feel like it'd be very disrespectful if they just removed the big one and then they replaced it with something else. Maybe they could just take down the big one for a bit and then put it back up again, or they could just like put a graveyard there and have a gravestone for the big one. I wouldn't like to see anything replace the big one. That just, oh my god, that would break my heart into tiny little pieces. The next question is, would you prefer to have a pet penguin or a clone of the big one in your garden just for you? This is such a hard question. such a good question as well. Oh my god, this is so difficult. Oh, penguins and the big ones are like two of my favourite things. I think just because of the size of my garden, the big one would definitely not fit in my garden. So I would probably have to have a pet penguin, but if I had a bigger garden then I would choose the big one. And also with the big one I'd have to have someone to like operate it for me. I feel like I'd have to have like staff members to do it for me, because obviously I'm not like trained in operating rides. I'm not trained in like checking the restraints or anything. I feel like it'd be very dangerous. So oh, I don't know. I would love to have the big one in my back garden, but it's just not big enough. And penguins are really cute anyway, so I think I'd have to have a pet penguin, but if I could I would definitely have both. And the final question from Coaster Stuff is, which roller coaster do you think looks like the best in the world? I don't know, this is such a good question. I don't really research rides in like Europe or like USA or anything like that, and I don't really know why. I feel like I'm never ever gonna get out to an abroad park, so I just never really research about them. I'm more of a UK theme park lover. I feel like the big one, I'm not just saying this just because it's my favourite coaster, but I feel like the big one does look absolutely incredible. Oh, my battery's flashing, that's not good. The big one does look absolutely incredible, especially at night time when it's all lit up. Shambhala looks like an incredible coaster. I don't know, that's such a hard question. Next question comes in from Ollie, and he asked me this on Instagram. He said, would you ever want to work at Fantasy Island, and if you were Mellors, what would you do with the place, even though they are doing an amazing job? I have to agree with you there, Ollie. They are doing an incredible job with Fantasy Island, especially with all the refurbishments and all the new rides they've put in and all the changes that they've made. They've done an absolutely incredible job. Thank God they have saved Fantasy Island. I would love to work at Fantasy Island. I would love to work on any of the rides actually. I'd love to work on like Millennium or like Rhombus Rocket or like one of the kids rides. Yeah, I don't know, I'd love to work at Fantasy Island, but it's like 3 hours away from me, so obviously it's not the most ideal. And I don't really know what I would do with the place. I feel like I would do what they've already done. Like, I don't want to change anything about Fantasy Island because it's my second favourite theme park. I absolutely love Fantasy Island. It's such an underrated park. I don't know, that's such a hard question. I feel like I would put more thrill / family coasters in. I would put more coasters like Millennium in, and I would put maybe some more like children's coasters in, definitely some more family coasters. I feel like Fantasy Island are really lacking in family coasters. They have two, from what I can remember from my small brain. They have Rhombus Rocket and Crazy Mouse as just like family coasters. I feel like they kind of need more family coasters. Maybe some more flat rides. I don't know. I love what they're doing with the place now, so I wouldn't change any of it. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like more water rides are needed as well. Like, definitely more water rides. Next question is from Jack George. Most overhyped park in your opinion? I think in the UK the most overhyped park is Alton Towers. And I can definitely see why it's overhyped. I think it's overhyped in like a good way. It's not overhyped in like a bad way. Like, Alton Towers is so overhyped, it's actually unreal, but I can see why. So yeah, definitely Alton Towers. The next question is from 1234 Jacob 4321, good username, and he has two questions. The first one being, did you go on Nemesis when you went to Alton Towers, and if you did, what do you think of it? I didn't go on Nemesis when I went to Alton Towers just because it was so busy. It was ridiculous, so no, I didn't, and I was kind of scared of it as well. And is that my dad's phone going off? And his next question is, what is your top bucket list park in the USA? Now, I found this question so hard. When I read it, I was just like, oh god, I don't know. I don't know a lot about the USA. I think the park I'm like imagining in my head is called Disney's California Adventure. I don't know, I'm gonna have to like research this. Yeah, it is Disney's California Adventure. It's basically this one. That one. It looks like an incredible theme park. I'd love to go there one day. So yeah, Disney's California Adventure is definitely my top bucket list theme park for the USA. It just looks like an incredible park, and also I think, I can't remember what it's called, but that like show that they have at the end with like all the water fountains and the projections and the lights. I think it's called World of Colour or something like that. I don't know, but I'm sure you all know what I mean. But yeah, I'd love to get out to that park one day. It's not going to happen, but I'd love to go to that park. So the next question is, have you done the Smiler? And this is from RCS Reviews. No, I haven't done the Smiler. I was so gutted because I did really want to do the Smiler when I went to Alton Towers, but it had a 70, I think it was either 70 or 75 minute queue, and I'm not waiting more than an hour for the Smiler. I wouldn't wait more than an hour for any ride. So no, I didn't, but next time I go to Alton Towers I might try and go to the Smiler first, and then I can go on the Smiler before it builds up a huge queue. Christian Moss asks, best airtime hill on the Grand National. I found this to be a very weird question because I don't really experience that much airtime on Grand National. Maybe I'm just sitting in the wrong place, but I don't know. Bear in mind I've only ridden Grand National 3 times maybe. I've only ridden it like 3 or 4 times, so I'm not really too familiar with the ride anyway, and I don't really experience airtime on it. The last time I went, I can't speak. The last time I went on it, it was so rough. It was ridiculous. I don't know. Best airtime hill. I don't experience any airtime on Grand National. Is that just me? Is that just me being really weird? Maybe the I don't know. Maybe when it goes kind of past like not past Nickelodeon Land, but I don't know. You go like down the first drop, then down another drop, and then you go back up. I don't know. It's like near the end. I don't know. I don't really experience airtime on Grand National. Sorry, that was a really like shit answer, but I just don't experience airtime on Grand National. I just don't. Okay, these, I think it's 2 questions, yeah. These 2 questions come from a person that I have, or a friend that I have on Twitter, but he didn't want his name to be in the video, so we're just gonna call him Jasper, because I love the name Jasper. So his first question is, where do you put your bag when you go on rides? Laughing, crying emojis. I put my bag, well, depending on which ride you go on, there's like different places to put your bag. Like some rides you have to take your bag on with you. Some rides you just leave your bag on the side at the station. Some rides have little like shelves you can put your bag in. Some rides like 13 you have to give your bag to a staff member. So yeah, I don't know, it depends like which ride you go on. But if you go on any upside down rides or any like huge thrill rides, then you just leave your bag like in the station, or you just put it somewhere. But if you go on something that's more family friendly, or like a wooden coaster at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, then you have to take your bags on with you. I don't like the fact that you have to take your bags on with you. It makes me feel really not self-conscious, but like aware of like my bag's there, like it could fall out or something could break in it, especially because I'd have like my camera in there, I'd have my phone in there, have my tripod in there. I really wish that Blackpool would like build shelves for people to put their bags in when they go on the wooden coasters, because I hate taking my bags on rides with me. But yeah, it depends what ride you go on. Oh, we had 3 questions. The next one is, do you have a boyfriend? No, I do not. I'm free and single. I am not good enough for a boyfriend, so no, I don't. And the third question is, to someone who has a fear of roller coasters, which ones do you recommend to start with? I have done a whole video on rides for beginners, so you can go and check that out if you really want to. But I would definitely recommend Big One. Big One is such a good one to start off on. 13 was a really good one to start off on. Millennium is an amazing one to start off on. Big Dipper's a really good one to start off on if you've like never ever been on a coaster before. Then Big Dipper's a really good one. Rhombus Rocket's a really good one. Yeah, there are quite a few good like rides / roller coasters to actually get over your fear of them. You just have to kind of find the right one for you, I guess. But I have done a whole video, so you can go and check that out if you want to. The next question comes in from Jess Maroney. I think I'm saying your second name right, I don't know whether I am or not. And she asked me this over on Snapchat, and she said, hello gorgeous, I have a question for your Q&A. What's your favourite water ride you've been on, and which one do you most want to go on? I think she put do on, but she was meant to put go. Which one do you most want to go on? Love you, beautiful. I love you too, Jess. My favourite water ride is, what's it called? I might have just gone blank. I think it's Tidal Wave. I think it's called Tidal Wave at Adventure Island. It's the blue water slide right at the end of the park. I love that water slide. It's so good. I don't know, it kind of depends when you go on it, because sometimes you can get drenched from it, sometimes you can only get like a little splash. Like, I don't know, I just love any of those water slides really, like I love them. I also love SpongeBob Splash Bash as well, that is such a good water ride. And I also love like log flumes and just your standard kind of water rides as well. Which one do you most want to go on? I really want to go on Valhalla. Shock horror, I have never been on Valhalla. I don't want to get like that drenched on a ride, and to be honest it kind of looks really scary, so I don't know, but I do really want to ride it just to experience it, and it is a very overhyped ride, so I kind of want to see what the hype is all about, but I'm just not prepared to get as drenched as you actually get on Valhalla. So yeah, and actually last time I was at Blackpool Pleasure Beach it was closed, so I couldn't go on it anyway. But yeah, I do really want to go on Valhalla, but I kind of don't at the same time. Lipstick Life and Heather asks, who are your favourite non-theme park related YouTubers / YouTube channel? By the way, you always look so lovely in your videos. Thank you, Heather, you always look lovely in your videos too. My favourite non-theme park related YouTubers are kind of like the British YouTubers, so people like Zoella, Joe Sugg, Casper Lee, Marcus Butler, Naomi Smart, Tiny Burr, Sprinkle of Glitter, Sprinkle of Chatter, more Casper, more Zoella, Pointless Blog Vlogs, Thatcher Joe Games, Thatcher Joe Vlogs, Lucy Reed, who does like workout videos, that's where I get my workouts from. She does incredible workouts. Yeah, I like all the kind of classic British YouTubers, I guess. I'm sure I've missed loads out, but I do love like the kind of beauty kind of gurus, and yeah, I don't know, just like your classic British YouTubers, I guess. I'm trying to think if I've missed anyone out. I love Soph Does Nails, she has a really good YouTube channel. Is there anyone else? Let me look through my subscription list. Saucony Jolies, I love the Saucony Jolies. Fleur de Force, more Marcus, Gabriella, Connor Maynard, my future husband, Anna Saucone, Emily Canham, I love Emily Canham, Saffron Barker, Erica Saucone, Heather, I also love your YouTube channel as well, I love your channel. Jack Maynard, Mike Fox, Friendliest Friends, Josh Peters, Ollie White. Also, I've subscribed to my best friend Kaya, she has an amazing YouTube channel. Who else? I think that's about it for like non-theme park related YouTubers. But I am always discovering like brand new YouTubers like every single day, so it can literally change. But I think just the classic kind of not theme park YouTubers, the classic like British beauty YouTubers, I guess. The next question comes from Paul Buck, and he says, what is the most insane roller coaster you have been on? I don't think I've ever been on like an insane roller coaster. I'm not really brave enough for that kind of thing yet. I don't know, the most insane roller coaster I've ever been on. Probably this is gonna sound, why can't I speak today? This is gonna sound so weird to some people, but the most insane roller coaster I can think of that I've been on is Crazy Mouse at Fantasy Island. Not because of the actual coaster itself, but because of the spinning. Like, because on some cars you can get spinning and spinning and spinning. Sometimes I just have to like put my head down and close my eyes because it just spins way too much. But yeah, that's a really not really a good coaster because it's not really that insane, but to me that's probably the most insane coaster I've been on. I feel like we don't really have that many like insane coasters in the UK. I feel like they're more in Europe and like USA and stuff, but I'd probably have to say Crazy Mouse. Sorry for the disappointment. This question comes from Phoebe White, and she says, if you could have a ride named after you, what type of ride would it be and where would it be located? Now, I think this is such a good question. I would definitely have it located at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, obviously. And the type of ride it would be, I think I would like to make it a, I don't know, I feel like, knowing me, I'd make it into more of like a kids ride, because I am such a kids ride lover. Like, I love kids rides so much, so I feel like it would be some sort of kids ride or something. Or, oh my gosh, imagine like in Love Island dark ride, or like a Coronation Street dark ride. How amazing would that be? Or like a YouTuber ride. Oh, we need to make this happen. Let's make this happen. Let's put in like a YouTuber ride, Coronation Street ride, a Love Island ride. Yeah, that would be good. That's the ride I would go for. Love Island, definitely. Oh, that was the last question. Oh my gosh, okay. Yeah, that was the last question. Okay, so thank you for all of your questions. Didn't realise that was the last one, but thank you for all of your questions. It's much appreciated. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you do want to see more Q&As from me, then make sure you comment below some questions on this video, and if I get enough questions, I'll definitely do this again in a few weeks' time. Happy August. When I'm filming this, it's the 1st of August, so happy August. I hope you're having a good summer so far. Thank you for all of your questions. It's much appreciated, and I hope that I delivered the answers well to your expectations. But yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you would like to be featured in the next Q&A, make sure to comment below some questions and I will definitely use them in the next one. I'm sorry if I missed out any questions. I don't think I did. But if I did, then I'm so sorry, and do let me know if I missed out any of your questions. I don't think I did, but do let me know and I'll definitely put them in the next Q&A. Yeah, I'll see you guys on Wednesday for another top 5 video. If not, I'll see you guys next Saturday for another video. And also, just want to say thank you for all of your support. I have reached 271 subscribers, which is absolutely insane. So thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys, love you.